watching HCTV 22 City News, your source for news and information on issues, people, arts and entertainment, and sports in the city of Hawthorne.
In this edition of City News, we roll into this lively event where there was plenty to see and do. See why the city honored these two detectives, and we tell you about one local teenager's cry for help. These stories and much more coming up on City News. Hello everyone and welcome to City News. I'm Michelle Mizell Archer. Well, this event is one of the biggest attractions of the year in Hawthorne, and it's all for charity. Jason Ellefson reports.
They all rolled in together for a special cause and a good time.
This event not only helps highlight what Teen Challenge does, but it highlights Hawthorne as a great community. It highlights our business owners.
Teen Challenge Mayor Larry Greedy Car Show raises money for the Los Angeles County Teen Challenge, a drug and alcohol rehabilitation program.
Many sponsors have helped today.
Jasmine Reed was surprised so many people attended the event.
They've gone all out, like with the bands and raffles, and like people are coming out with food, and so it's really cool to see all this community, like people just walking up and down the street. So
the Teen Challenge Mayor Larry Greedy Car Show is a place where people can come together with no violence, no attitudes, and support a good cause. For HCTV, Jason Ellefson.
Last year, the car show raised more than $15,000 for the Los Angeles County Teen Challenge. Stay tuned to Channel 22 for a special report on the car show in the upcoming weeks. The city has honored two Hawthorne detectives as Police Officers of the Year. Detectives Sean Galindo and Eric Lane received a standing ovation for their work in a shaken baby syndrome case.
In recognition of your outstanding service in the investigation into the death of 2-year-old Kayla Smoot.
Kayla died at a local hospital last September. Galindo and Lane's investigation led to the November arrest of Kayla's stepfather, 27-year-old James Ward IV.
Detectives Galindo and Eric Lane were able to determine her injuries were consistent with the shaken baby syndrome.
Galindo and Lane thanked the Smoot family for their cooperation in the investigation.
And we're in great appreciation to the Smoot family.
Both detectives also said they are grateful for the recognition.
I'd just like to thank you very much for all the support and allowing us to do the investigation.
And I'm very proud to put on this uniform and protect and serve the people within this wonderful community.
The case is set to go to trial later this year in Superior Court. Well, as we all know, Southern California summers can be extremely hot, but imagine having to wear long-sleeve shirts and pants in high-temperature weather. Well, one 13-year-old says she has no choice. All Tabrisha knows is that they started showing up on her body about 6 years ago.
It really has scarred me emotionally and physically.
They're painless blotches that multiply and won't go away.
Some are scaly, some just feel like regular skin.
Doctors can't even figure out what this is.
I did not stay with one doctor long. If they didn't know, we immediately went to another doctor, and we did that for a long time.
Tabrisha has tried everything from creams to light therapy to home remedies.
Somebody actually told me to put avocado on my skin.
She's endured relentless teasing from her peers.
At a time, they were actually even calling me alien because I didn't look like them.
So she covers up all year round to hide her skin.
Sometimes I even start crying when we go to stores because there's nothing there in the summertime that I can wear.
It's also tough for Tabrisha's mother to watch her daughter's self-esteem shattered.
So it's not an option. We will get a cure.
If I had it to live with it, I don't know what I would do myself. It's just something you would pray every day not to have for the rest of your life.
And even with all that she's gone through, Tabrisha is not bitter. This honor roll student plans to be a dermatologist to help spare others from the emotional pain she's suffered. Tabrisha and her mother hope anyone who can help with a diagnosis will contact them by calling this number, 310-462-9506. The Hawthorne Education Foundation's 4th annual golf tournament raised $21,000 this year. The money will be distributed among the 11 schools of the Hawthorne School District and will help pay for educational and youth-oriented programs that have suffered due to federal and state budget cutbacks. The foundation has raised about $100,000 since it started its golf tournament 4 years ago. Coming up next on City News, something very delicious and Italian is coming to town. Also, we take you to a local horseshoe tournament. Stay tuned.
How's it going? Oh, it's a letter for Nick. Maybe she wants us to give it to her. Nick, read it, read it. Read it, 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 read it.
Hey, I think you dropped this.
Look for the bare necessities.
The bare necessities of healthy living are easier than you think.
You better believe it.
All it takes is the right balance of being active and eating well. And the food pyramid shows you the way. Just remember, every color, every day.
With just the bare necessities of life. Crazy.
So eat right. Be active.
Now move. That's it.
And have lots of fun. For your own path to a healthier you, visit mypyramid.gov.
They've stormed beaches and freed countries. They've raised our flag and our hope. They've been called leathernecks. They've been called devil dogs. But above all, they're called Marines.
Hi, I'm Edward James Olmos, and you're watching the best channel on television. That's HCTV, Channel 22. Watch it.
Welcome back. The history of mozzarella stems back to Naples, Italy, where it is said that mozzarella was accidentally formed when cheese curds fell into a pail of hot water. Well, accident or not, the recipe was a hit, and as reporter Cristina Pascucci tells us, locals will soon be able to have a taste.
Italian entrepreneur and cheese connoisseur Angelo Tartaglia is bringing fresh, organic mozzarella cheese to the Hawthorne community.
We are going to open in September. We're coming soon with the new factory, with the machine that we bring from Italy.
Mozzarella has only been offered locally in altered or processed states that aim to extend the normally short shelf life of mozzarella.
Take a long time for the travel. Is not good for the fresh.
Now, using a unique method based on Italian tradition and organic ingredients, Angelo and his team will offer Hawthorne residents the healthiest homemade mozzarella around. Soft, moist, and delicious. This is the quintessence of what you will taste in Angelo's mozzarella, in large part due to his expertise.
How is made the really original process for make the mozzarella.
Making mozzarella is no easy feat. The process is short, but timing is critical. You can't string the cheese too early or you will have tough, dry cheese. Too long and it will be mushy. Angelo Tartaglia seems to get it just right.
Buonissima mozzarella per mangiare, molto buona.
Judging by the community's response thus far, it seems Angelo has chosen the perfect city to bring this Italian tradition. The original recipe from Naples lives on. Viva mozzarella! For HCTV, I'm Cristina Pascucci. Now that is fresh cheese.
To find out how you can purchase Angelo's yummy mozzarella, contact him at tartaglia.angelo@libero.it. Well, here's an opportunity to get rid of your old worn-out tires. The Los Angeles County Waste Tire Roundup comes to Hawthorne on Saturday, July 26th. Drop off your old tires from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Betty Ainsworth Sports Center at the corner of Doty Avenue and West El Segundo Boulevard. Now, this event is strictly for residents, so tires from businesses will not be accepted. You can't dump your oversized tractor tires here either. There's no cost to get rid of your tires, but if you plan to drop off more than 9 of them, you're going to need an exemption form. Here's the number to call to get one. That number is 626-430-5540. Americans discard more than 300 million tires a year. Now, 87% of these tires are turned into fuel and other useful products. For more information about the Roundup, call 888-CLEAN-LA. The first open competition horseshoe pitching tournament was held in the summer of 1910 in Bronson, Kansas. Now, since then, the game has grown in popularity. Recently, reporter Lindsay Case was at one local tournament.
The 28th annual Clench Shoein recently took place at the Hawthorne Moose Lodge.
I love to play horseshoes. I like to watch these guys get together. I've been watching these guys for many years, and they really do enjoy their horseshoes.
This tournament has quite a history. Carl Clench originally founded the tournament and held it in the backyard of his Hawthorne home.
Used to be 128 players in the heyday of this tournament, and I probably knew 3/4 of them, from growing up. I grew up in Hawthorne since a little guy.
After Clench died in a plane crash nearly 30 years ago, his buddies kept the tournament going at different locations and have used its proceeds to help fund charities.
It's been a tradition around the Hawthorne area.
The tournament is now sponsored by the Hawthorne Moose Lodge and the Hawthorne Lions Club and benefits the Moose Heart and Moose Haven Foundations.
And we all have a good time, and it's all family and friends from Hawthorne.
The tournament consisted of 2-man teams playing 15 rounds, with each player throwing 2 shoes per round.
In the game of horseshoes, it's important to understand the rules. The men stand from 40 feet away, while the women stand from 30 feet away. If your horseshoe hits the backboard, it doesn't count. If your shoe goes around the pole, it's a ringer.
Winners Chris McFeeters and Donnie Bonderson threw plenty of ringers, each being worth 6 points. Bonderson credits his skills to his brother-in-law in Indiana.
I copied some of his techniques. He throws them different than I do. He spins them, I throw a flip, but it's just mostly practice.
McFeeters also believes consistency is key.
Once you get it down, you stick to one technique, and that's what you learn, and you go from there.
For beginners, there is one important thing to remember.
Let's try not to miss the pit at all.
The tournament didn't miss much of anything. There was plenty of excitement, laughter, and smiles. This year's Clench Shoein will get thrown into the record books as a success. For HCTV, I'm Lindsay Case.
Moose Heart is a nonprofit organization that prepares less fortunate children for college, and Moose Haven is a retirement community for fixed-income seniors. Well, here's a reminder for El Camino College students that summer is ending soon. Registration is open through Sunday, August 24th for the college's fall semester. To apply or register, log on to www.elcamino.edu and click the My ECC tab. Classes begin August 23rd. When we return, a Hawthorne resident goes on an extremely long bike ride. Stay tuned.
Chill out. Don't tell me to chill out when you're stealing my things. I wouldn't have to raise my voice if you would just give it back and stop being like a criminal.
I don't have your cell phone.
Oh God, look at yourself. What are you offering?
Is this a thief's uniform? You see all these people standing around here? Why am I the one?
I'm sorry, homie. Okay?
What?
Don't make this a big deal. Just give it back, okay?
Did you see me?
I just know you took it.
Where are your witnesses?
Look at
Where are your witnesses? What? Did you see me?
Hey, you left us in the bathroom.